Wow, here's a campaign you probably didn't see coming back anytime soon. Yes, it's the garbage patch, the spatial garbage that we created a long time ago, and I felt that it would be time to wrap it all up now that the hype for Synthetic Dawn is dying down a little bit. And getting back on track with the garbage, because I do want to finish this campaign, because it has been quite the ordeal. For those of you that are new to this one, I went out to create the most horrible race I could think of. It's non-adaptive, it's slow breeders, slow learners, they're fleeting, and of course, they are weak. Overall, I think you can see that this is a problem, because it's a goddamn miracle that these aliens ever got off the planet. Originally, they were spawning from Newt Newt. We were pushed away from Newt Newt by the Praetorian Scourge as they spawned, and we've been fighting them back for the last 100 years. The Restorers woke up at some point, and we were basically been using them as a shield against the Praetorian Scourge. However, we now find the Scourge on our doorstep, which is obviously not the best of situations. However, we have a final solution to this problem. We have, in fact, activated the end of cycle. There will be a reckoning in about just over 30 years, 11,000 days. Yeah, that's just over 30 years from what I can remember. We're trying to switch away from passivism right now so that we can get a different trait, preferably militarism, maybe. We got mining guilds, philosopher kings, and monthly influence +1. So, good times. The other problem with this, obviously, is that this is being played on the 1.6.2 patch, so we cannot directly interact with our sectors, which is not the greatest. There's not +10 leader levels, which is also a bit of a problem because it doesn't make our fleets all that strong. However, we do have just over 200,000 fleet power sitting inside of a system here. It's being repaired right now. We can probably send them out to destroy this here fleet. We're completely decked out with plasma weapons, which is kind of nice. Plasma in general, it's pretty good, but I do want to change some of our designs, or at least add another ship design here. We're going to do nothing but largest, of course. Do we have giga cannons? Filter by slot size. So you can see the interface is a little bit different in this version of the game. So, where is kinetic artillery? There it is. We have psi jump drive. We got psi shields. We got armor. We got the whole shebang, as well as crystal forge plating, which boosts our armor up to 67. I'm a little bit keen on putting yeah, we can't do that, sadly. So crystalline forge plating. If we turn this into a psi shield, how awful does it get? +10. So that's a little bit annoying. But, garbage artillery. There we go. So these are heavy artillery weapons. Sadly, we did not get the enigmatic fortress. I don't even know if they actually exist. Let's see if we can talk to anybody nearby that is willing to do something with us. Let's also talk to these guys. We want to become your patron. Actually, are we maxed out already? I think we are. So there's no point. Yeah, there's no point in becoming their patron. So that's a shame. We can talk to the Curator Enclave. What else do you have to offer? Let's aid them in our research. Let's get the research things. We are very low on research, relatively. Only 300 is not all that much. Let's also ask about some of the secrets of the universe. The Infinity Machine is here. I think it's some Gargantua is down here somewhere. Gargantua, yeah, it's down here. It's actually not in our space. It's all the way in the Bethulian Council, which have been our enemies for quite some time. Now they are our friends because of reasons. There's a Fallen Empire here, who, like I said, we've been using as a shield so far. But yeah, our entire territory is being ransacked by the Scourge, which is obviously a problem. Let's get some artillery battleships in here and an observatory on these. And like I said, I can't sadly interact directly with a lot of these planets because they are part of a sector, and in this version of the game, sector management is sadly not really a thing, so that is a bit of a shame. Let's see if we can... Okay, these are already queued up. This is already queued up. Okay, so that's already there. So our garbage fleets are currently... This is potentially a problem. We got 2 Praetorian Scourge fleets moving in. We basically want to clear as much of the Praetorian Scourge within our territory and then move into a more proactive position. We have the Defender of the Galaxy perk, which means that we can engage the enemy at our leisure. And let's see whether or not we can put an end. We're basically 400,000 fleet power to them. And we got a lot of tachyons as well, so... A lot of plasmas on there. We're melting their fleets quite quickly. Getting their strike craft off of the grid is also very important. If we lose like 10 cruisers here, I'm okay with that. We're losing a lot more than that, I'm afraid. We just need to hold on for 30 years. Okay. The main fleet lost 9 cruisers. Was it 9 cruisers? Okay, 9 cruisers and 4 corvettes. The corvettes I don't really care about. That's fine by me. We've taken down this fleet. Now it's time to... Oh no, there's 2 gigantic cruisers on the map! Oh no, what are we going to do? Well, at least the fleet survived fairly well. We can make single jump to get into enemy territory. It's our own goddamn territory, damn it. Yeah, but they're currently trying to destroy... What are they doing? They're just moving around. Hopefully we can jump in on top of them, or at least get 1 fleet. Okay. 1 fleet we can totally handle, especially if they just send out their strike craft. We should be able to kill them relatively quickly. So that's positive. Grand Trash. Garbage artillery is actually more expensive, so we're going to build a couple more of those. Not that expensive means that it's better. It's just more of a case of I like to see more garbage artillery ships. But I just have a couple of destroyers left, so... But yeah, we just need to hold on for 30 years, he says, with some glee in his voice. Yeah, there's a... do we have Wonders of the Galaxy? No, we don't. We just have the Ring of the Circle of Life and Transcendence. We're psionic, by the way. We should probably talk to the Shroud if we can. Ooh. A presence of sorts lingers nearby. It beckons us deeper into the Shroud. Let's reach into the Shroud. Increased evasion. We got a boon of increased evasion. That's good. 35% evasion is actually really good. It basically allows us to dodge more shots effectively. Okay, we've engaged their fleets. We should be able to be in point blank range already. Their Scourge missiles. They have been buffed in the 1.8 version. So that has, thankfully, no impact on us. So that's positive. Okay, so there's another fleet coming in. They're coming straight into the system. So let's just move them out, I guess. As we're adding more battleships as we go. 1.8 fleet power per battleship is not to be underestimated. We didn't lose anything there. That's good. And we're just basically fleshing out our fleet right now with just battleships and cruisers. Trying to take down as much Scourge as we can. And they're on Warp Wind Down right now. They're using Warp, which gives us an advantage. Yeah, they're just rolling into our space consistently. And they're trying to build... There's an infestor here. Is there any... Oh, that's bad. They're going to try to take this world. That's a problem. I'm actually really tempted to split this fleet up in 2. Just so that we have multiple targets that are shooting at each other. Ooh. Okay, these are all just engaging. Okay, fair enough. Losses. 2 cruisers. Minimal. Nothing we can't take care of. Yeah, this infestor is a problem. We're going to need to purge this system at some point. There's only 2 of them in here. We do want to take out this fleet if we can. Okay, they're going to Isval. And we're just adding more and more battleships. This is... What class is this? Grand Trash. Yeah, it's Plasma Tachyon.
Construction complete.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a bunch of planets that need to be rebuilt completely. This interface is a little bit terrible as well, with the whole how rebuilding works, etc. And considering our population grows so slowly, this is a bit of a problem. Edict duration increases. Core sector systems is probably the best one we can get. Energy weapon damage. Plasmas are energy weapons, so... And our fleet is very, very rapidly growing. This is the Dreadnought, I think. Yeah. Okay, so... Let me take out this block. We're still at 97% on our fleet there, so... Not too worried. Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that. We invoked the worm. Yeah, the worm is with us. Of course it is. What else would it be? Observatory. Yeah. Is there any stuff here that we need to do? Minerals obviously need to be upgraded. There is a strange particle accelerator that we found on a planet in our system. It turned into a tomb world, which meant that we automatically get weird triggers attached to it. But it also means that we have... Why are we even generating food here? Let's put a Loop Institute on this place. Let's upgrade you. This is all empty. That's not good. Yeah, a lot of dead stuff floating around. We're now at 1.2k, so our growth is still quite significant. Oh, they're coming. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad, actually. I should have paid attention there a little bit more. Because now we're going to lose 2 battleships, and that is a significant loss. Let's hope. There we go. Oh, right on top of them. All right, cool. That will kill them immediately because all the plasmas. We also have a couple of Stormfire on there, so... Cool. That takes care of that. There's one more fleet in here. We also have passive regeneration on our ships, so... this fleet, however... is a 9k fleet that is just sitting there. And that... Okay, so they've managed to colonize that system. That is not good. So we need to bomb that into oblivion. We're going to go and set this to aggressive. Add a decent general to it. And we're going to pop back and forth between these systems. Trying to get more and more stuff as we go. Let's have more garbage artillery.
Construction complete.
Yeah, we're still at 96%. So are you guys warping out?
Construction complete.
Stellaris system. Are they trying it again? Yeah, they're sending in a single army, so... Not too worried about that. Ooh, hello there. Another fleet popping in. These guys are moving to Isval. But we should be getting at the point where we're knocking them down faster that they can regenerate. There's 236,000 fleet power attached to this, so... Let's get some more cruisers in here. Yeah, we need to start taking down their stations.
Evading hostile fleet. Situation log updated.
Basically, we're playing a game of galactic Pop Goes the Weasel. Ooh, hello there, two blocks of fleet power. We're gonna need to bomb this into oblivion, like right now, before they start using this as a staging system. These two, we need to do something about that.
Situation log updated.
And our cruisers are taking care of all these stations, so...
Situation log
Good.
updated.
That's one down. Next system. Okay, we need to bomb New Hope into rubble. That's sadly not a lot of hope there. 96 battleships. That is ridiculous. We should always have more cruisers than battleships, sadly. Okay, so we got...
Hostile fleet.
Let's see if we can afford building a military station here. We cannot, so...
Hostile station engaged.
Okay, and that's our popper fleet, as I like to call them. They're basically out there destroying shit.
Construction complete.
Okay, we've purged the planets. That's good. There's a fleet that just warped in. 92k. 82k even.
Hostile fleet
Even if it was 92k, it wouldn't have been the end of the world, so... adding artillery class is
under attack.
pretty useful so far.
Complete.
But we're forced to engage them at range, which is not the greatest. Okay,
Situation log.
so another system destroyed. Let's move into the next one. Interesting. Oh, how is this colonizable? Did we destroy it before they managed to colonize it completely? May have been the case.
Updated.
Okay, where are you guys going? Ulasia. Ulasia. Where the hell is that? Ulasia system. Oh, there's two more here. Oh, that's this system. Okay. That's fine. We just need to jump on top of the enemy as soon as we can. And we're just consistently adding more and more battleships, so...
Situation log.
The problem with the battleship's main weapons is the firing arcs may be causing some problems.
Situation log updated.
Okay, cool. Let's relieve this planet. Meanwhile, our small squad is just killing stations left and right.
Situation log updated.
There's a bunch of tech that I don't have, actually, funnily enough.
Construction complete.
Relieving this planet is going to be good. I don't think there's a lot of... Wow. Yeah, this planet's completely annihilated. That's very unfortunate. I hope I've got enough flak weapons still within my fleet. Yeah, okay, we're still using flak. Not enough, though. Their strike craft are still closing in relatively quickly and getting shots off, so... We're going to lose more cruisers that I'm comfortable with in this one, even though we managed to take down the first fleet.
Situation log updated. Situation log updated.
Yeah, it's totally acceptable. Okay, so... That's some really big Praetorian Scourge right there. Yeah. So that's at least taken care of. Okay, so there's a bunch more Star Broods.
Construction complete.
Let's get a new general on here. Let's send you to repair and you to repair as well. And then we'll split up the fleet and start chasing down the enemy where necessary. So we can basically do double duty.
Situation log updated. Construction complete.
Besides, well, two 120k fleets to the Praetorian Scourge is basically significantly more than that. And if we ever find two fleets in one system, we can just knock them down on their ass anyway. So, yeah, 50 battleships, 27 cruisers, bunch of other stuff, bulbous composts. Yeah, we're going to need to split up the fleet, take down the enemy where we can. We're still just rolling in more and more and more battleships, so... Yeah, this is completely bombed into the ground. I really wish there was a repair everything button. That'd be useful. Considering most of this planet's completely gone. It's being repaired, and that's also being repaired. Good. And our smaller fleet is just currently just knocking down ships wherever we can.
Situation log updated. Building ruined. Station under attack.
Okay, both fleets are nicely regenning. 130k already on the other one.
Situation log updated.
Let's also set this as a rally point so we can get a nice mix.
Complete. Situation log updated.
Cool. Next station down. Let's move on towards the next one. Sanctuary.
Station lost.
The former Sanctuary system. I'm actually really surprised that there's Starbrood in here. Warp wind down. Moving. Yeah, I have no idea where these guys are even spawning from, so...
Station under attack.
Okay, so there's 4 Scourges in the northern part of our sectors. We can take them out individually. I don't foresee too many problems there. So we'll just take them out one by one. Losses are going to be a little bit bigger than before, but we really need to split up our forces in order to make this happen in the long term. We should also trade some energy for minerals, I just realized. Okay, what kind of tech did we get? Energy weapon +5, always good. Curator lab, 8 months, let's do it. It's not like we got anything to research, but still. Anyway, the garbage patch, it is back, baby! We're gonna go and continue on. And, yeah, good times. This does not mean that the robots have come to an end. Of course not. We're just gonna continue these two in parallel. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, take good care of yourselves and each other.